Hello, my name is Fabiola Arce. I'm originally from Mexico and I grew up in the United States in northern Kentucky and in the Cincinnati area. I graduated from Xavier in 2010 with a degree in mathematics, and I'm currently working on my master's degree at Xavier University here in Cincinnati for my master's in secondary education to become a high school math teacher. When I was young, the American dream for me was being someone successful, or being someone who goes to college and becomes a professional. My family made the big sacrifice of leaving our country and coming to the United States, to a country that had a different language, a different culture, and they didn't even know the language or the culture. And not just that, but they also the whole family moved here illegally. We came here without documents, and throughout my youth I knew that I was undocumented, and I faced many challenges because of that fact. So my American dream was going to college and beating the stereotype that undocumented immigrants don't go to college, undocumented students. So that was the American dream, and then of course, like many other young students, making lots of money. Yeah, my parents' American dream was just having a better future for their children. Both my parents came from come from very poor families. My mom, her dad was murdered in Mexico when she was only 3 years old, and then my dad, he was 1 out of 16, and he had to work at the age of 6 in order to help support his family. So neither of them even went to middle school or high school. So they wanted their kids to have a better future, to have the opportunity to get an education. And also, like, it was just the poverty. Like, I remember we were very poor when we were young. Remember when my little brother was born, he actually didn't even have money to buy him clothes, so they had to dress him in my clothes as a little girl, even though he was a boy. So it was a really poor family, but they never gave up, and they wanted a better future, which is why they came to this country. My American dream has changed since I've graduated, especially coming to Xavier University, where our motto is being men and women for others. It changed, and now I want to be a teacher. Obviously, I'm not going to make tons of money with that, but my dream now is being able to be a role model for other Latino students, especially those who are undocumented, or any other student who, because of any background, anything in their background that limits them to go to college, to let them know that it is possible as long as you work really hard. Doesn't matter what your race is, your legal status, your economic status, religion, or sexual orientation, you can always accomplish your dreams as long as you work as hard as you can, which is why I decided to become a teacher. I want to teach in a school where there is many Latino students and motivate them to go to college and to fulfill their dreams too. Yeah, as an activist, the biggest thing that influenced my American dream was seeing other students. I realized that I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only undocumented student going to college. Here at Xavier, I was given the opportunity to go to a conference in California. It was also on immigration, and I got to meet other undocumented students who didn't have it as well as I did, who didn't receive scholarships, and they actually had to pay, even though they were undocumented, find a way to work and pay for their tuition. And then also here in Cincinnati, I've been active here at Xavier, and then also in the Cincinnati, northern Kentucky area, working with different organizations such as RIFA, which stands for Reform Immigration for America, and also with United We Dream. It's a national organization for the DREAM Act. I got their t-shirt right here. And through these organizations, I've met so many other students, some that are my age, some that are younger, who also have the same dream as I do, which is just going to college and becoming successful. And many of them were brought here at a very young age. And I see it unfair that my dream comes true and that theirs doesn't. So it's one thing that has shaped my American dream, and which is also why I keep fighting for this cause. Even though I am no longer undocumented, I still want to fight for the cause and help them out. So the main advice that I have for other dreamers or undocumented students is to seek help and to speak out, kind of come out of the shadows safely. Go find maybe an organization, or find if in your church they have anything that would be able to help you face, the fact that you're undocumented and still be able to go to college. For example, we have at the Intercommunity Justice and Peace Center, IJPC, we started a new organization called Youth Educating Society, also YES, and what we do is just help any undocumented students who are around here and are interested in going to college. I've been able to meet several students around the Cincinnati area going to different universities here, and I know what schools you can apply or how do you apply there. So if you always go out and try to see what organizations or churches are able to, what kind of help they're able to provide, that's my main advice. And also just speaking out. If you tell your story, you're kind of like putting the face to the immigrant. And once you do that, people start realizing that immigration, there's more to immigration than just Mexicans jumping the border and doing or being criminals, and they'll see that we're not criminals. We're just here working hard and trying to get an education, a better future. Yeah, I just want to say that no matter what, don't give up on your dreams. Always keep working hard. I believe in the United States, here in America, nothing is impossible. As long as you work as hard as you can and put everything you've got to it, then it's possible. I myself, I feel like I beat that stereotype, and even though I was told so many times while in high school that I wasn't going to be able to go to college, and then once I was in college, people would tell me that I was wasting my time because once I graduated, I wouldn't be able to get a job, and I showed them that it was possible.